We're rolling.
They see me rolling. They hate it. Do people know that song still?
I hope so.
Riding Dirty?
Riding Dirty. Well, did they know about excuse me, Peanut Gallery.
Penis Gallery.
Yeah. When I take my thong off, my ass goes blue.
Turn the lights down so you can see what I could do.
Cut the lights on.
Cut the lights on. She is...
I love that. I love that
a mother.
expression. Cut the lights on.
She's cunty.
Yeah.
I also love in that song Gossip Folks, she has this lyric about like, people trying to talk about her. And she says, step to me, get burnt like toast.
Ooh. You can smell it.
You
can smell
love,
it. You can smell
love
it.
Pink.
Love
Love Pink. Isn't it crazy that Thorgy has been revitalized from the ground? I'm just kidding. Just
Her
kidding.
corpse has been exhumed.
I came back from break and everyone was like, love Pink. And I was like,
What?
I was like, same. I mean, like we all, no. We also revitalized. Pink now is selling those giant rubber bands. Pink has, oh yes.
Wait, she's what?
She's selling those giant rubber bands to fling yourself around like Flirty Girl Fitness. Swear to God.
like TRX?
I'm kidding.
Do try this at home.
Could you imagine?
That would
Local
be
woman
amazing.
hung herself on accident from giant pink rubber
Local
band.
woman crashes into barbecue on Memorial Day, 2 towns over.
Girl, the next time we do Trixie and Katya live, we have to do a pink section where we have a fake dummy of us flung.
Section. The whole show. It's called Love Pink. Love, Pink.
Love Pink.
Wait. We got to pour one out for the homie.
What happened?
David Lynch died. Yeah. David Lynch, auteur, filmmaker, ahead of his time, once in a lifetime, or I would say once in a century talent.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've only
at
seen
78.
I only seen one David Lynch item.
That's okay.
It was Eraserhead. Is that right?
With chubby cheeks.
I watched it in college. My roommate showed it to me freshman year, first week. The movie ended and I said, okay, we are different people.
Okay, no, but so
Don't know what I just saw.
Eraserhead is a famously weird movie. However, it's actually good. Like I know about movies, okay? I've seen the good ones, I've seen the bad ones, I've seen the weird ones, I've seen the regular ones.
But have you seen Emilia Perez?
Yeah.
This is the problem.
The Grinch who stole my Christmas.
Can I say before we rip into Emilia Perez, I just want to say the problem is you and I have gotten so accidentally famous that now when we talk about shit, something in the universe, we will run into those people.
Yeah,
So if we shit on anybody in this movie or the plot of it or anything, if we shit on the wig person will show up next week at a gay bar and be like, you talked about me.
Let me tell you who I'm going to shit on. I will say this about Emilia Perez, which I have watched twice against my will at this point. I watched it on Christmas. I know we've already talked about this. Watched it on Christmas. I could not believe how spectacularly bad it was. Not bad in a showgirls kind of campy bad way, bad in a boring bad way.
Very boring.
Very, very boring. Zoe Saldana, Carla, I forget her name, the trans actors, they are all talented actors. Yes, they are. Of course they are. This movie is the biggest stinker in recent memory.
Right.
Why is it a musical? We don't know.
Well, didn't you say that it beat
Tunes? She has none.
It beat Wicked for a Golden Globe for Best Musical.
Now, I did not see Wicked. I didn't see Wicked. It's not my cup of tea. I would rather watch Wicked every day for the rest of my life than have to talk to Miss Emilia Perez again.
Girl.
It is so bad. I made you watch the Cliff's Notes last night.
What I want is to sit with, Cynthia Erivo. I want her to sit in a room and watch Emilia Perez for the Golden Globe she didn't get and be like,
oh, yeah. Because those claws are going to grow and they're going to scratch. That
they're not
French
long enough.
That French fucks. Oh God, Jacques Audiard. Here's the really distressing part. This is a project that is loaded with talent. Selena Gomez, Carla Sofia. I forget what her name is. Sorry. Zoe Saldana. The choreographer Damien
acclaimed
Gillet,
modern.
Incredible.
Yes. But what happened?
What happened? Something happened on the way to the laundromat.
We need to talk about Kevin.
And all those
we need
clothes
to
came
talk
out
about
shitty.
Emilia.
Yeah.
It really, Katya came to my house last night. Well, Andrew texted and said, hey, Katya wants me to watch this movie and I know she wants you to watch it. So should I just come to your house and we can get it over with? I said, sure. So you came with, and she laid on my couch like this and watched the movie.
Yeah. And I sat, me and 3 other people on Christmas Day sat through all 2 hours and change of this fucking movie. We ended up doing dishes by the end because it was just too much. But I gave them the Cliff's Notes last night. The only camp moment was, of course, the Bangkok sex change musical.
Dissecting musical.
Vaginoplasty. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. Very nice to meet you. I want to know about sex change operation. From man to woman, a woman to man, man to woman, from penis to vagina.
Penis to vagina. Would you like
That's
a
not a
phalloplasty? Yes. Would you like a mammoplasty? Yes. That was so crazy.
It is so crazy. But in bizarrely, that didn't continue. As soon as you were like on board with that ridiculousness, it was over and back to boring.
I know. I'm trying to find a clip of it on YouTube. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Rita? Huh?
So they're in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
So
It's for you.
is it for you?
For me.
What would you like to know about it, madam?
I want to know it all. What is the protocol, the techniques and the risks?
Second on
How
my team.
many
Second on my team.
operations? How much time do you need?
The casting call was musical. Can you sing?
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Yes.
Mammoplasty.
Yes.
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Yes.
Control laryngoplasty.
And then
What
she's
is
like,
that?
what is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes.
That I want to see Cynthia Erivo watch that clip as it wins best like an Oscar for best whatever. I want to see her face in those claws.
Now we're not laughing. By the way, we're not laughing at the idea of sexual gender confirmation surgery. Of course not.
No. Culturally and my gripes with this movie have nothing to do with Mexico, with trans identities.
No.
None of that. I'm interested in this movie as a flop, as a complete and utter fucking flop.
And listen, I come from the drag queen school of singing, right? It's negotiable.
Ain't nobody
I wouldn't
sing
say
that
these are
movie.
quite singers.
No, they have.
I may not be a singer.
I may not be an actor. Or I may not be a
not be a
director.
choreographer, but I'm still Emilia Perez.
They said, you're going to whisper off key. That was the direction. Y'all gonna
All the
whisper
songs
off
are
key.
like, usually when you leave a musical, you go like you leave Wicked being like,
pop, squish,
yeah,
sick,
something, or Good Morning Baltimore.
Yeah.
This,
He
all the
had it
songs are
coming.
just like hushed, growly.
I want to go to this. You got to tell me that we could go to Switzerland and fake my death and can send up. That's the music.
No. That was a word for word
Yes.
recreation of the film. I couldn't believe it, and I thought you were kind of being funny because sometimes you get really anti shit, and I think you get
Overboard.
whipped up.
Yeah, totally. But this is justified in my opinion.
Have you Googled the reviews? There's
have.
a lot of positive reviews.
Sweetie, I was online
Baby.
trolling. I was trolling today because
Me trying to hack into the letterbox account, me trying to hack into Rotten Tomatoes to make some changes.
I think it was Variety or something. Some news outlet said Emilia Perez is bad. Why is it winning so many awards? And I was like, that's right, boop, bloop, bloop, bloop. Because everybody in the comments was like, actually, it's amazing. I was like, oh, Macy and Theta they are so funny in their discussion. Of course they.
Oh, they don't like it either. Okay, then I feel good.
Well, I mean, the way that they
they're more reliable narrators on maybe the subject matter than we are. You know what I mean?
I mean, the way that they talk, I mean, they're so funny, their descriptions. I mean, they're like, this is a movie made by a man who discovered trans last week.
Right. And I'm not saying that they're qualified because they're trans. I'm saying because they were in the Mexican cartel.
Yes.
Right? Of
They're
course.
both
yes.
high-ranking cartel members who faked their own deaths and then became trans.
I want to be in the room. I want to watch it with them and Cynthia.
Yes. Well, the thing is, on paper, I was so excited to see this movie. I was so excited to see. On paper, I was like, what? It sounds outrageous, ridiculous, too wild to be true. And then you realize that the most outrageous, the most insane plot turned out boring.
Very boring.
Very boring. Like a rat search around for some entertainment.
Yeah. And then to me, the ending where they, spoiler, the main characters all
Everybody
die.
Yeah.
And so that's good.
And it
had a French novel vibe.
It was, but also like, it was this like overwrought, drawn out shootout scene. And like,
Where no one gets shot.
nobody gets shot. And then they end up in a car with she's in the trunk and then she's misgendered and then they fall off the cliff and then boom. And then that's that horrible parade that was filmed by like a BBC intern at the end. It was like, what there was no artistry to this movie. It was rotten.
It's tough.
And on David Lynch's death day.
I know. Well, he saw the movie and was like, it's over.
He's like, it's a wrap.
Right.
No, it's truly breathtakingly horrible. And I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I would rather see Wicked. I'd rather play Wicked every minute of the rest of my life.
I had no like major aversion to seeing Wicked. I just was kind of, it'll happen when it happens.
Yeah.
And then I did see it.
Beautiful.
And I
Is
said,
it
wow,
beautiful?
it really was wonderful.
Yeah. I just, musicals to me skew corny. So, but this was something else.
Did I tell you what I said to Cynthia Erivo? Did I already tell her this?
You talked to Cynthia Erivo?
Did I not tell you this already? Okay. Yes. I was at the Outwit 100 Awards because I was named Business Mogul of the Year. And Cynthia was there being honored for, inventing
Nails
gayness
of the year.
pretty much at this point, right? Being just the gay Statue of Liberty of the year
gay.
for sure. And I was like, oh, I think I did tell you this.
Oh.
Talk about it and you never actually said what you talked about.
But I forgot
That doesn't sound
about
like
it.
me.
But I forgot about it, obviously.
Okay, so the woman, I think, okay, so
Let's
the
do it
woman,
again.
the woman who is the reporter who is like, I've been holding space.
Yes.
Did I tell you about this?
She rode that till the wheels fell off.
Okay, so she was there, and she and I were waiting to get in the dressing room, and they were not sure about her credential or my credential. And I said to the security guard, I said, you better hurry up. She's in queer media.
That's funny.
And the woman goes, hi, Trixie. I was like, hello.
Did she?
I forgot her name. Can you look up her name? That's horrible.
It's Barbara.
It is Tracy, isn't it? It's Gilchrist, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Tracy Gilchrist. Hi, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
She was in this white suit. She looked great. And so we both get in there, and then Cynthia's in there, and I'm waiting to DJ because I also am DJing at the event. I'm catering. I'm doing it all, right?
You're taking blood samples.
Well, it's like, if I'm going to be, honored as the business mogul, I'm going to find a way to make money at this event, right?
Yeah.
So I go up to her and I go, I didn't know what to say to Cynthia, and she came up to me, and I was nice.
real?
Yes. And so I was scared to say hi, but she said hi to me first, which was helpful.
say?
She's not like you. She made that very clear. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She's like, I'm not a white devil tweaker.
But guess what I fucking said to her? Well, first of all, she is the Bold and the Beautiful, right?
That's true.
She should be here, not us.
I know.
And
It's
second of
funny.
all, I panicked, and I guess what I fucking said to her? I
said?
panicked and I go, it's going to be a great year. What the fuck does that mean? A, of course it is. You're in Wicked.
She already had a great.
This is not about to be a great year in many ways.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was like,
For you black, queer woman.
But I meant like, congrats on your success.
Yes.
But I was trying to say it not that way. And instead I said, it's going to be a great year. And I don't know what she said because I blacked out. And then all night I was DJing like, it's going to be a great
Under
year.
her breath, she was like, yeah, for Emilia Perez.
Girl. She looked excellent. It was great, but it was,
It's wild.
anyway, you should see Wicked. It really was amazing.
I'll catch it on streaming.
Miss Cynthia
I'll
lets the
catch it on
girls-
streaming.
No.
I'll catch it on streaming. This episode is sponsored by Zocdoc. Hello, everyone. Are you familiar with the "is this normal" rabbit hole? If you've ever woken up from an afternoon nap with a funky symptom like a swollen, itchy eye, a rash on your left butt cheek in the shape of Alaska, or newly sprouted superfluous third nipple on your shoulder, that's the start of the "is this normal" rabbit hole. You immediately Google the symptoms, and all you find is an Instagram video of a quote-unquote doctor saying the third nipple might be a sign of the return of Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar, who will break open the doors of hell and bring an end to the world in an attempt to resurrect her long-dead lover, Tammuz. Look, you need to put the phone down and get a professional to look at that third nipple. It's time to get the help and care you really need with Zocdoc. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. They have over 100,000 doctors from literally any specialty, including itchy eyes, oddly shaped rashes, and even the aforementioned third nipple. You can even filter for doctors who take your specific insurance, who are located close to your home if you hate driving, or have specific office hours to match your schedule. And most importantly, you can find doctors who are highly rated by real-life verified patients. You can even see their real-time appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. You can even score same-day appointments in many cases. The best part is that Zocdoc is completely free to use. You can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors with ease, which is why I love Zocdoc. Now that I left the cult founded by that sketchy Instagram doctor, I finally found a topical ointment to rid my shoulder of the nipple. Zocdoc helped me find the best doctor in my area and book them fast. If I can find a great doctor, so can you. And all because of Zocdoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/bald to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/bald. Zocdoc.com/bald.
Hi, it's Trixie, and today's Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Marley Spoon. No, that is not some random drag queen that you know from down the way. Marley Spoon is a lot more exciting than a random drag queen. So starting this year, if you guys have followed me, which I'm sure you have because you're here listening to me right now in your car, on the road, or in your home washing the dishes, you know that I just got out of a very messy relationship with food, because when I get really stressed, like last year, my entire appetite, my commitment to a food pyramid, all that just falls apart. When I get stressed out, my hunger, getting hungry naturally can kind of turn off, and then I'll forget to eat, and then all of a sudden I feel weak or tired, or I'm losing weight for no reason. It's really like a vicious cycle. And I'm trying to build better eating habits because as I'm rebalancing my work and life, which is my focus, I'm either working like a wild person or relaxing so much and eating like a maniac. But I'm trying to even all that out. And I found Marley Spoon, and it has changed the way I cook at home. Because honestly, I would definitely love to cook, but not always, let's say, meal plan it in a way that's balanced. And that's where I really lose myself. This podcast is sponsored by Marley Spoon, and I'm excited because it's going to help me fast track my eating without all the stress. Because with the code BALD, you can get up to 27 free meals. Here's what I love. Marley Spoon gives you 100 recipes to choose from each week. We're talking some kind of big comfort food if you want a big batch of stroganoff, or a lighter option like a salmon. And the timing couldn't be better because Marley Spoon just launched their new 15-minute express recipes. They put 3 of these on each menu each week. And if you got a few extra minutes to spare, they have some great 20-minute options too. My favorite meal I tried recently, you guys, I don't want to be a person who's a liar, but I have never liked mushrooms. But in the past 6 months, I'm really coming around. So I've been really into that as a vegetarian, because it almost is it can be the whole star of a meal. I tried this thing called a mushroom ravioli Florentine. It was delicious. It tasted like it was like a creamy kind of ravioli situation with little pieces of vegetable in it with a little bit of cheese on it. It was delicious. This new year, fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/bald and use the code BALD for up to 27 free meals. That's right, up to 27 free meals with Marley Spoon. One more time, that's marleyspoon.com/offer/bald for up to 27 free meals. And make sure you use my promo code BALD so they know I sent you.
Andrew Yang is completely obsessed with me watching Baby Girl, and I obstinately refuse to go to the theater to watch it.
Can I ask, it's erotic thriller with Nicole Kidman. Why won't you? You've seen much worse shit in the theater. You saw Terrifier 12 times.
Sweetie, the Terrifier 3 slapped. Okay, this slapped. This is a home watch. I don't want to watch
because you want to be able to
yank it,
jerk.
You
want to be sitting home in the wig.
I wanted my unit on, my bikini, my string bikini, my American flag panties, and I want to flick it.
Wait, we did a podcast episode where we were fleeing Los Angeles.
Yes.
You guys, give me my phone. Oh. This is really an audio podcast, which I guess they all are.
Yes.
But let me show you guys. We're fleeing Los Angeles. This bitch is listening to her nasty Russian tweaker music in the car. But this song was the craziest song to flee LA too.
Oh, is that the Hashi? It's Anaku, the
this one.
Ukrainian one. Yeah.
So imagine we're trying to leave Los Angeles in a hurry.
It's very tiptoe.
Honestly, this is what Emilia Perez should have did.
Like that's what Emilia Perez tried to do. Get the beat drop.
This is when you're trans and escaping the cartel.
Yeah, get the beat. Let the beat drop.
So imagine her driving while people are fleeing with dogs.
Yeah.
And masks
I got
on.
wigs and teeth shoes in the back.
Girl, we got the wigs and the teeth. And when I'm trying to use my iPhone to record a pod while you're jumping over medians. And
Two bags of blue chips gone. Salsa gone.
Well,
ate it up on the Queen Mary. Ate that shit up.
Well, we recorded getting to the Queen Mary, but we didn't tell people about staying on it.
Yeah.
I'm drooling. I get really excited. So I just thought it was funny that like a week before the fires, people we know and work with were like, I'm just gonna, get out of the country for a few weeks because of the wind. And I remember being like,
I know, it's like,
okay,
what?
crazy.
It's like when it rains, people have anxiety attacks.
In LA? Are you kidding me?
Half inch of rain, call out of work.
Call
for
out
3
of work
months.
100%.
Taking a sabbatical.
But then of course you and I are fleeing the fucking city so we stay on the Queen Mary, you guys, and we get there and it is a dead ass ship.
It's a ship. It's supposedly haunted. And this is the real kicker. So I currently hate my house. Okay. And because one of the reasons is super thin walls, crepe paper walls. It's a condo. And my neighbors and I, we know exactly what we're doing at every time of the day. Because we can hear each other like that.
Really?
Yeah, it sucks. And so when we fled to the Queen Mary, I was like, please God, burn this condo down and let me get a couple nights on this ghost ship all to myself, privacy, so I can jerk it. So I can jerk it and have nobody hear me.
Wait,
Mama, what is
how much noise are you making?
No, I'm like Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl. She does that apparently. But what is the first thing that fucking bitch at the she says fur babies? No.
Okay, you guys.
She says fur babies. You got any fur babies? I was like, excuse me, what now?
Girl, I'm in line behind her at the desk. And of course she has to check in first because
I gotta go jerk
if
it.
she can't get to her hotel room to lay in bed and eat chips and touch herself, we're all going down, right?
Tea.
So I'm behind her at the counter, and the girl at the counter has a huge bow in her hair, which I approve of an eccentric bow. Sure.
Beautiful makeup. She had cool lashes.
She had cool makeup on. So I thought, you know what? She's going to recognize us. We're going to blow her mind. She's going to give us the presidential suite. Nothing. We are nothing. She goes home to nothing and no nothing. So she goes, do you guys have any fur babies? I would have gone, internally I would go, I hate that word, but I'm not trying to interact. So no, like she goes, what?
I was like,
and the lady goes,
children
fur
are hairless.
babies? And she goes, babies of fur? Like you were like, you made her explain fur babies. And I was
I felt like that was justified. I was like, my children are hairless. They get waxed every month.
But it was people fleeing LA. So people had, Springer Spaniels and baby Bjorns.
Well, Mary, I thought it was a dog show on the Queen Mary.
Girl.
I thought
Queen
it
Harry.
was a Queen Harry Kennel Club. I really did. I was like, why does every single person have one or two dogs?
Or two.
Each?
More dogs than people. It was Noah's Ark.
No, it seriously was though. We're not exaggerating. And the second thing that bitch says to me, that lovely girl, excuse me, says to me,
she was lovely.
She said, just so you know, the rooms are extremely thin walled.
No.
So you can hear what your neighbor is doing. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Love that.
She also goes, so you're staying on not just a hotel, it's a little more like a museum, which means you can't really control the air conditioning or the heat. And I said,
perfect.
What museum are you going to? What, like Salem Witch Hut Museum that has no air conditioning or heat? But listen,
there's a mannequin in every room with an alcoholic nose.
And I think you probably had my room. It was a huge room. It was like an apartment. Two bathrooms and a living room.
It was like it was a beautiful accommodation, honestly. I mean, yeah, except the people who were on each side of me, Mama, we were in the same room.
Yeah. And there was kids
I was like,
next
hi,
door.
Alice. Hey, Cameron.
There was kids next door to mine, and I kept walking by the thin wall and going, sounds like they got kids next door. Just so like, hopefully
I had a
they
straight
would
couple
hear me.
like on the fritz. Straight couple on the fritz.
I feel like you just don't
How do
see
you think
me.
that?
Shut up, Becky.
How do you think that affected my jerk game? Not well.
Let's take a break. I also thought it was funny on this machine, this hut. I thought the boat had good Wi-Fi.
Did it?
And you know, at hotels, you got to put in your social security number.
Oh,
you got to.
know.
I
Blood
hate all
sample,
that.
test tube,
And somebody
yeah.
else makes our reservations for hotels, so we don't know what last name the room is under.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's under Mattel. Who knows?
Yeah.
And it was just straight out, just public Wi-Fi you connected to. I was like, love that.
Yeah, it's that boat internet.
Well, these hotels put their internet behind such crazy security. Who's stealing all the hotel internet?
I don't know. When you check into a hotel, do you get the super crazy fast premium, super expensive 3-day bonanza internet?
Well, I just think it's funny that at normal hotels, it's not more money, but at fancy hotels, it's fucking $15 a day, honey.
Sweetie, the Four Seasons kind of cost you $80 a day to get online. $80 a day
to
online.
load one pixel at a time.
You want a croissant for breakfast? That's $75.
$75.
$20 room charge.
You love the Four Seasons. I think it's funny that everybody probably thinks that I'm Miss Princess and the Pea. Trixie's so rich. Trixie's so bougie. If it was up to me, I'd be at the fucking Best Western, gnawing on a bag of nachos.
Well,
but Miss Boo Boo over here, she's
about
got
to
us
change-
fancy cars, swimming pools, movie stars, Four Season, room service, massages, hookers, girl,
Cocaine.
I'm so sick of it being
No.
misrepresented. I
Sweetie-
may be rich, but I'm cheap.
You know what? I'm going to change my tune real quick now because
You
it's
better.
because I don't care about the Four Seasons. I don't care about the Ritz-Carlton. Give me cement walls and soundproofing.
T.
And I will live in a roach motel.
Yeah, padded room sounds great.
Mama.
Mattresses at every turn.
Why am I Googling how to soundproof my closet? Why am I Googling that? Why am I Googling how to turn my bedroom into a recording studio where I record nothing? Why am I have a realtor getting me ready to move? Boop.
Well, somebody, with the fires and everything, my realtor reached out, our realtor, and said, people need housing right now. If you really want to.
It's hairy.
Well, they told
out
me
there.
if I want to stay in Milwaukee for a while, they're like, you could rent your house to people who need a house.
Yeah, gouge them. Gouge
And-
those poor victims.
I was going to say, not donate. It would be renting the home.
Yeah, gouging victims.
They said, shut up.
Taking advantage of people who have lost everything.
Fine, you can come into my house, but you have to sleep in the bed with me.
You just have to fuck
In
me.
the morning, you have to take that margin and rub it on my legs.
Oh, there's no rent. It's just fucking me.
There's no rent. It's all under the table or on the table, however you want.
Under the table and up. My ass. No. So listen.
Horny type stuff.
Listen.
Horny type stuff.
Listen what's not horned. I'm going to tell you what's not horned.
Are you horned?
Not really. 'Cause let me tell you why. because of the intimacy that these strangers and I have
At the home.
Yeah. And I for about 3 minutes, I lived downtown and I had cement walls. Great for a tweaker because you can scream all day and nobody hears you. But
And it reverberates. It feels like someone's there.
it's like, it was literally like a padded, you couldn't hear shit. Cement walls, loft. You know what I mean?
I remember.
Yeah.
I was there.
I know.
I stopped by and dropped off some food once.
It was very nice of you. I do remember that actually. And then I had a house, a freestanding house in the hills.
I remember
Took
that.
a huge bath on. But now I'm wistfully recalling that, or reminiscing about that shitty place because of the privacy.
I liked that house. What did you not like about it?
Well, it wasn't so much what I didn't like about it. It was that I made in the real estate department, I've made every single bad decision you can possibly make.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing. That's my track.
That's what I'm up to. That's my drag.
my tea.
You say that's my drag? That's my drag. Is fucking up every real estate decision. That's my drag.
You got a shitty
queer
house?
people,
I'll buy it.
As queer people, we get to choose our shitty real estate decisions.
Today's episode of Bald and Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Ritual. It feels like in these trying times in the history of the human race, it seems like everything is connected to the digestive system. It feels like my digestive system at this point is like my spider sense, my stress collector. I mean, my gut microbiome is linked to my mental health. And then it's like my immunity. And then of course my digestion, which is my energy levels, which is how I sleep. It's everything. It's the web that connects us all. And if you're looking for a digestive support, Ritual's got your back, or rather your biome, with Symbiotic Plus, a 3-in-1 supplement of clinically studied pre, pro, and postbiotics to support a balanced gut microbiome with daily use. What I like about Ritual is that it's easy. I am only capable of doing good things for myself, my well-being, and my body if it's like easy and idiot proof and takes 2 seconds. And with Ritual, It does take 2 seconds. I mean, I love that it's shipped to my house. I love that it's once a day. It's just kind of mint vibes. It's, not a major pill to swallow, literally or figuratively. And it's vegan friendly and formulated without GMOs, no major allergens, no animal products, no weird fillers, no, artificial colors, which makes sense, right? I mean, if we're trying to use this delayed release capsule to reach the colon, and help the body, we're not trying to put a bunch of extra stuff in there either. And I'm just trying to do, especially New Year, new vibe. I'm trying to drink more water, trying to get back on, now that my arthritis is better, trying to get back on my running gig, trying to drink more water, and trying to just take care of the way my body digests. So get your gut going. Support a balanced gut microbiome with Ritual Symbiotic Plus. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/bald. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off your first month.
This episode is sponsored by our friends at Rakuten. Recently, I was asked to accompany a certain friend who began jogging as one of their New Year's resolutions. If this friend was a uggo, I would have immediately declined and returned to my typical morning routine of drinking a gallon of coffee and watching What We Do in the Shadows. But it turns out that this friend is an Adonis, and I would very much like to engage in romantic activities with him. Hence, I accepted his invitation and immediately set out to purchase a jogging outfit to accentuate my butt, my boobs, my back, my calves, and all my legs. First, I went to the old Rakuten app and immediately purchased some running shoes from Zappos, some crimson red shorts from Adidas, and a tight-fitting microfiber shirt from Macy's that makes me look like Brigitte Nielsen in Rocky IV. When the running day arrived, I'd love to tell you that we ran for miles and miles directly to my bedroom, but no. Instead, I coughed up a fur ball at the 100-yard mark, collapsed, and took a nap under a pine tree in Griffith Park. While there was no aerobic session that night back at my place, I looked like $1,000,000 when the park ranger woke me up and politely asked me to stop loitering. All thanks to Rakuten. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you can earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. We're talking fashion, we're talking beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Ulta, Sephora, and Kiehl's pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. Cash back is deposited directly into your PayPal account, or Rakuten can send you a check. You can even maximize your savings by stacking cash back on top of other deals like store sales and coupons. You're already shopping at your favorite stores, so why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer, you dim bulbs. Plus, membership is free and it's easy to sign up. Listen, people, use Rakuten to save money, save time, and maybe, just maybe, impress someone in your New Year's resolution running club. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up.
Not to be whatever, but being able to even afford to make a real estate mistake is a lovely blessing. And you sound ungrateful.
It's a boon.
And I think people at home would like you to apologize. Uh-oh.
I apologize for being fat, ugly, broke, nasty, and no, I'm gonna rent, bitch. Boop. Watch me rent. Watch me rent.
What's gonna happen to your condo now?
Watch me rent.
Rent what?
Something.
You can rent my house.
So rent blocks.
I'm renting my house right now.
Please. Oh my God. $20 a day.
I can't let you in there.
Yes,
I let you in there for like
you let me
2
in there.
hours yesterday, and that was
Sweetie
too much.
Sweet mama, I ate you out of house and home.
Bitch, no. Everyone, can I tell you guys what this fucking faggot did?
I go right to the fridge to get the grapes.
This is what I did. Girl, I went and we got donuts from Krispy Kreme. I bought her full fat Coca-Colas. I got her Cornichons,
Sweetie.
the $13 ones.
Sweetie.
The Cornichons.
Darling, honey, baby, I ate all them Cornichons. I housed all them donuts.
She ate 3 Krispy Kreme
I took
donuts.
home all your grapes.
Girl, no, let me fucking tell you, because I put out Wisconsin
It's
sharp
gorgeous.
cheddar, a Gouda, a spreadable boursin, all the different types of chips.
Gorge.
What they got, little celery items. I cut up vegetables. This bitch goes into my fridge, takes groceries out of my fridge, and asks for a doggy bag. She
Woof,
took
woof.
groceries from my home and asked for a doggy bag to take home.
Sweetie, I'm struggling.
She
my
ate
auto
through all the offered food.
My auto
and acted like-
insurance is in collection, sweetie. Do you remember Miss Foreclosure?
She's back.
She's back.
This is her drag daughter. This is her drag daughter from the legendary House of Closure.
We've got Miss Collection. Miss Auto. So
what happened?
So here's the thing. I got this shitty Lexus, whatever, and you were in it.
The shitty Lex. It's not shitty. It's just not a Range Rover.
No. Here's the thing: is again, if there's a large purchase, I will fuck it up. Here's how I did that. I went online on CarMax and bought a car sight unseen. Bloop. Doesn't matter that they put a bow on it.
They do?
They do.
They deliver with a bow?
No, it's there when you go get it.
Really?
Yeah, of course. And then 10 seconds after I drive it off the lot, almost get into a full car wreck. But
That's right.
so so this car that I don't particularly care for, whatever.
Lexus. Bleh.
No. It's just, it was the model. Everything in the interior is like, oh, this sucks.
Do you name the car?
No, I'm not.
What about Michelle?
I don't like that.
Lexus Michelle.
That's funny. No,
So what's going on with the foreclosure, Blue?
Okay, so I Allstate, Progressive. You know about her? You know
Of
about
course.
them? So I was like, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm such a ninny. I signed up for 2 separate auto insurances. I got to figure out which one to cancel. So I call Progressive. They're like, yeah, you don't have an account with us, ho. I was like, okay, so it must be Allstate. I call Allstate. I'm like, yeah, we have no record of your account because it's been in collection since October. I think you owe about $2,600 and you're going to have to go through the collection agency in order to get your policy reinstated. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Click.
Damn.
Yeah. So now I got to call the collection people.
Why do they make it all so difficult?
Has not affected my credit score.
Your bills has been affected, young man.
My what?
Your bills has been affected, young man. Have you ever seen that clip of Boston CEO? You have been promoted. You know her?
Yes,
There's this other clip where she goes, your bills has been affected, young man. And I love her.
I love corporate Erin too.
Yeah, she's
love
amazing.
her.
The manager from Manager McManagement.
Oh my God.
I
Critical key points talking on our agenda.
so many things happened surrounding that for me, which was remember when my fucking condo in Milwaukee got repossessed?
Sweetie. Wait, sweetie. We're not done with Emilia. We're not done with Emilia Perez. So just a little button on Miss Perez. I know that award shows are political. I presume that many of these awards are purchased. I know that.
Unless we ever win them, it's 100% talent
Exactly.
owned because we didn't have the money to purchase it.
You know, there have been many upsets, many flops, many flubs in the award show history. That is all well known. And it's not always the best film that wins or the best performance, you know, that we all know. This movie, this film, she's got no business up in that award system. She got no business.
Right.
Herbie 2 Fully Loaded, released on Blu-ray recently. That should have been up for Best Musical.
Right.
It's from like 20 years ago. Doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm mad.
yes, I have so much more. So I had to go.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, do you remember when?
I'm done.
Do you remember my condo was in foreclosure or whatever because I didn't pay the
property taxes. This is very relatable to all our consumer customers.
I just paid mine this year for that property. Not bad. $2,000 for my apartment in Milwaukee.
Okay. For the
It's
year.
a 400 square foot. It's one room.
You know how many square foot I got in this fucking shit box? 2,100.
How much is that property tax? Probably a good 20.
I don't think I've paid it yet.
Something crazy.
I think if you have crepe paper walls, you don't have to do the tax.
20.
You don't have to do the tax if it's crepe paper walls, pinata walls,
Pinata walls made from the material that's bees nests.
papier mâché.
Yeah, bees nest, birch bark.
Honeycomb. We got honeycomb ceilings.
It's somehow an
and
amplifier. There's a microphone on their side with speakers to your side.
The vents are just megaphones.
Yeah, megaphones. Girl, I had to go to the DMV and there's signs. There's signs
tonight.
There's there's signs up that say we do not accept tips or gratuities or gifts because I guess
bribery,
some people
mama,
go to the
bribery.
DMV and go like, hey, I don't want to take that driver's test. Would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
I don't know what
Let's
they're
see
doing.
what George Washington has to say about it. They slip him a one.
Do you think it's because like the super celebs go in there and try to hand over $500 and be like, can I just skip the line?
Of course, probably. That's what I used to do at Dorothy's.
Is there a secret celebrity DMV?
Yes.
There is?
Yeah.
How do we get that?
I don't know. You ask fucking Kathy Griffin or fucking Michelle Obama or whatever.
I texted Kathy because I was like, she lives
gotta
in
know.
Malibu.
She's got to know. Oh.
So the fires, I was like, are
Did she
you
get her house-
okay?
No.
No, she's okay. She said she told me she was her
That's
house
good.
okay.
No, I mean, and as much as we love to talk, I don't think it's funny.
The fires
when
are not
anybody
funny.
loses. It's not funny when anybody loses their house. I don't care how rich they are. I don't care how much stuff they have.
I think it's actually nobody's sad about the things that burned. I think it's the sadder part is the thought of your home base is gone.
Mary Seth Bogart.
Girl,
Everything.
Seth Bogart.
Gone.
I know.
My
Seth
friend
Bogart.
Ethan's sister. Everything gone.
Let's do Seth Bogart, our friend Wacky Wacko, a great artist. Go to Wacky Wacko and support the dolls because that his work is really wonderful. And
Yeah, my friend Ethan, his sister's a huge fan of mine. Palisades gone, nothing. Boop, all of it, their dead mom stuff gone. It's just like so sad. It's sad. And meanwhile, I'm hoping and praying that those fire lick every bit of my honeycomb walls, so I can just move on.
well, it's a condo. So what if other people are in the building and die?
No, I say we boop boop. I do the whistle. Of course, everybody hears me.
Because of the thin walls. Everyone should go.
Well, like clockwork, today we had the lovely, I was so glad I was at home to witness it. Whenever the leaf blower comes, it sets off the fire alarm. Love that.
I hate that.
For a good 2.5 minutes. Ear-piercing screech.
Can I tell you what happened at the DMV? So you guys know that I've been trying to
Did
get
you
my
get it?
license,
Did you
right?
get it?
So I'll tell you what happened. And I'm trying to get a license because I'm trying to get a car for Brandon and I to drive around for work. And I'm desperately interested in getting a RV.
Yes.
And I want to
which
be able
is
to drive
So
it.
strange.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to get that too, right?
Okay.
So, which by the way, if I had an RV, we could have fled LA with no problem. Nowhere to stay, no problem.
No problem?
We could have
On
stayed
the
in the RV.
highway, driving that bus, getting
We would have
killed.
been fine. Who's going to fuck with me?
Drunk drivers?
We ride on a tour bus.
At our peril. You don't think about death every night when you get in that bunk?
Not at all. Never crossed my mind.
Damn.
So basically, I go to the DMV and I've had a Wisconsin driver's license
When did it expire?
9 years ago.
Oof.
So I go in and they go, "Do you have your actual copy?" I said, "No, I only have a picture because it was so long ago. I don't know where my copy of my
I got 2.
driver's license from 2016. I don't know where it is." So I say, "I have a picture of it," and they go, "Well, you need to either obtain your Wisconsin driving record to prove that you were a driver or retake the driving test." So they say, first thing you need to do is
Pull
take,
up to the bumper, baby.
first thing you gotta do is take the written. So I go take the written and I studied for it.
Yeah.
I got so many wrong. I got so many. Can I ask you some of the ones that I got wrong?
Yes, please.
If you have something hanging, like if you have a flatbed truck, if you're hauling a load that hangs 4 feet or more off the back of the truck, what is the protocol to?
Well, it's multiple choice, so give me the choice.
It was multiple. One was turn on the hazards.
So okay,
One was-
I'm behind this.
If you're
vehicle.
driving, if it's your car with the load, like
Mama, I don't do
oversized.
that.
But if it's in the question.
Okay.
You either have to turn on the flashers, your hazards,
Okay.
or wrap it with like a yellow or orange, it's like ribbon or like fabric,
Mm-hmm.
or the other option was like just drive really slow.
I don't remember that question.
That's what I'm saying. So I put hazards. You have to wrap it in an orange
Well,
or
of course
yellow
you gotta
fabric.
wrap it. You gotta wrap that shit.
So I didn't know that. And the other one was,
I was gonna say all of the above.
when is it appropriate to leave a kid, a young child in a car? Okay, well, the
Never.
options were never,
Never.
with an
It's
adult,
never.
with an adult.
It's never.
But to me, with an adult is not leave them in the car. They're with an adult.
That adult could be the killer.
Right. I got
never.
like, so I got more than 3 wrong. So then I got 4, 5, 6, 7 wrong. And then I think like 8 wrong. And then at the end it said, you passed.
Work.
And I said, oh, boop.
Well, how about Miss never took driver's ed? Whoop. Whoop.
You just took the test?
Never. No, I got my license when I was 18.
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be able to get a license today, but I had to,
So you passed.
I passed the written. Love wins. Love wins. Thank you.
Pouring out for the passer.
Thank you. I had the spirit of David Lynch.
Yes.
Under my wings.
Yeah, Lost Highway, literally. Woo.
So I guess I have to send paperwork to the Wisconsin DMV and have them send my driver's record. And then they told me if I go back in the DMV, I don't have to make an appointment and just show that, they'll give me my license. But if I don't get that, I have to take the driver's license test. But let me tell you guys this, in order to take the driving test, you have to have a car that's insured. You can't buy a car, get insurance without a license. So what's this Marty McFly chicken and egg bullshit we're running in
And
California?
sweetie, you can't call me because my shit's in collection.
Girl, my baby doll sister over here, I got her death trap with her cracked up papers. Is that cool? With her wigs in the back with the shoes.
I got wigs, I got toothy shoes, I got no papers. How's that?
Well, my
Mama.
thought was, I wonder if I can rent a car to take a
Shit.
test. And then they were like, well, you don't have to take it. You have to provide your driver's record. I guess they wouldn't accept a picture of my ID. They wanted the plastic Wisconsin ID.
Yeah, Mama forgery.com.
So then get this, on the California DMV website, you can fill out a form to on a Wisconsin website, you can fill out a form to recall your records remotely. And one of the ways they verify is by you send a selfie in good lighting and the computer matches it to your.
Oh yeah.
But this is from 2015 when I had hair.
They were like baldy.
So I got immediate no. We could not match your records.
Well,
Sorry,
you-
you fat ugly bald bitch.
You didn't put a piece on? A little wiglet?
If I had known what I know now, I would have put on that little piece.
Okay, we're gonna talk about pieces because we're gonna get some.
Who is we?
Me and you.
Why?
Because David Lynch died at 78 with a full head of luscious, gorgeous hair.
Do
We
you
got
really
no
miss the
excuse.
hair?
No, but I want a piece.
Piece of what?
A piece of that,
Piece of ass.
like a piece of an installed unit.
An installated unit.
Yeah,
I got my unit installated.
Well, I told you about that dude that was at the barber. He had full male pattern baldness, right? They glue the shit out of his scalp. They take this like strands of yaki hair. They glue that shit on, and then they give him the only fucking fade. And that shit made him, he went from 65 to 25. I am not joking.
Have you talked to Bob lately?
Bob who?
Bob the dry queen.
Oh yeah, Miss Former Fatty. Now she's like,
She's not a former fatty.
she is. She was
No.
fat as a house last time I saw her. Now she is cut up.
She's not a former
ripped,
fatty.
cut.
She is so ripped and has a piece.
Yes.
She came on this pod.
She's giving Wesley from 92.
Meanwhile, I just had to take the Phantom of the Opera descent into my basement to get my big jeans.
Mama, she's giving 96 Blade. She's buff.
giving Wesley Snipes.
She's buff and she's yeah. She
Yeah.
looks incredible.
She looks incredible.
I know.
Bob,
I was a little out of
exercise, sobriety,
know.
great style. Who knew? That's
knew?
all it takes.
I was out of pocket when I saw her. I was like, oh my God, bitch, you used to be fat. You was fat as hell last time I saw you. Yeah. But she was. And now she looks incredible.
I know.
Because fat
She said to
people
me
are
that-
gross and
Shut
skinny
up,
people
shut
are
up.
great.
She looks so good, and she came
Yeah.
in. She came in the other day, and she said, "You look really good, girl." I said, "Why don't you shut your fucking mouth? Why don't you
You're
shut
projecting.
your fucking mouth?
You're projecting.
You're projecting."
No, she does. I always think transformations are wonderful.
But you know, I was thinking about this, and I was talking about this a lot with my
Fat coach.
No, I was talking to my homosexual therapist about this.
You like him?
Yeah, but I was talking about, I have unrealistic standards for my own body that I don't even apply to other men.
Of course.
I don't have the standards for other men that I have for I like all types of bodies.
Yeah.
But with me, I have some kind of weird impossible, because even when I got horribly thin, I didn't feel like Miss Thing.
Yeah.
It's all made up in your mind. But we were talking about how when you're young and gay, when you're young and straight, like athleticism, pee-wee football, that's probably the first time you come into your body and your male body is celebrated and you can excel at something with sports and bleh.
You can also build a foundation.
Right. But when you're gay from an early age, the way you walk, the way you're not athletic enough, you're constantly told when you're young, your body's not what a boy's body is supposed to be doing or looking like. And so you start out base level, I'm not good.
I know. Well, that's why I'm so jealous of all these newer fags, the next generation of fags. And
They've got it all.
they got it all. First of all, they have hardly, this is a huge generalization that is patently untrue, but I'm going to say it anyways. Jennifer Z and Jennifer Alpha, they don't have nearly enough, nearly as much sexual hangups. They're just gay. Bloop. They're just gay. Bloop. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Or they're doing sapphic and or man-on-man activities, but not even feeling the need to come out or identify.
Love it.
Love it.
Love pink.
Love it. Because you know what I hate? I hate when I'm like, oh, I slept with a straight guy. People are like, if you slept with him, he wasn't straight. I'm like,
Yeah. Well,
yes. If I
he's
fucked a
straight,
pussy, am I straight?
Exactly. People
No,
really need
bitch.
to. They really need to run this through. So I ate some pussy lips last night. Am I a straight man?
No.
Am I Bruce Willis?
I'm talking about the
Am I
way
John
they identify.
Leguizamo?
We're not.
Am I Steven Seagal?
Right.
No,
You like Steven Seagal?
I don't.
I do like when he beats the shit out of people.
Back in the day. Now he's a little crazy. So,
Well.
but I love that. Of course, I'm sure they have other anxieties, whatever, but it's my limited interaction with, people who are 22 to 27, let's say.
Right.
They're just like, I'm gay. Bleh.
I love
What else?
that.
What else? It's great.
What else?
What else?
So what
else
now?
What else is cooking?
What else is cooking?
Yeah.
Girl, the pressure I felt at the DMV to pass my test because
It's wild.
I told you yesterday
Did
I
you
was
have to wait a
taking it.
long time?
So this is where the primo behavior begins. I live by the DMV. I went to my studio and worked, and Brandon waited in line until he was in the front, and then I walked across the street.
That is diva behavior.
But I worked the whole time.
Yes. Worked hard at jerking it.
Right. I worked. So
That's fierce.
I
That's what-
passed.
you have
I
a
thought it
system
was
that's
gonna.
do.
I thought you can only miss 3. I don't know where in my mind I got that.
How many questions were there?
Felt like 50, and you're standing, and it's also the UN, like all languages, all different volumes,
That's true.
everyone's speaking. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but if I'm around people all talking and I have to read, I had to cover my ears and get this close to the screen to comprehend what I was reading.
Standing up.
Standing up.
Probably more efficient. People fall
But
asleep.
if I missed it, I heard them telling people, oh, you failed. Well, you can only take it once a day, so you have to come back another day. If I would have had to come back again to take it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say once a year.
No, you have to come back the next day to take it again.
It's like, I forgot a bagel at the stop. I'll go back tomorrow. No big deal. I thought you were going to say like you have to take it next month or next year. Oof.
I'm just trying to play the long game, which is I'm trying to get a gorgeous vehicle for Brandon to drive
What are you
around.
gonna get?
Well, probably
Rolls
some kind.
Royce?
I think I want a Volvo.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the Swedes know what's up with the vehicles, the safety
Very,
features,
very safety.
the safety
very
features.
safety oriented.
And I think the American vehicles are on the way out. They're starting their tin can era. They're starting their aluminum can era. Their plastic era.
Well, somebody was telling me, David Mason was telling me that, COVID really, really, really affected car manufacturing. So cars built after COVID are just not the same as the ones built before.
Yeah. So I'm excited to get a vehicle and
Get a used one.
I'm in a lease for the business.
Oh, that's smart.
You know, own a car. I'm not an idiot.
You should buy a Lamborghini. It's a great investment.
Right. I'm gonna lease a car, lease a new car. Yeah. And then or lease a used car even.
Yeah. No, if you don't smoke, lease a car.
And then I'm gonna take my stunning RV that I will acquire some way and take a gorgeous land yacht road trip.
Where's the difference between RV and Winnebago?
So Winnebago is a brand that makes recreational vehicles.
That's what it's called.
Like a shoe and a Nike.
Recreational vehicle.
Yeah, recreational vehicle.
I didn't know that.
And there's 3 types.
Okay.
Class A is like our tour buses, giant land
Huge.
yachts.
Yeah.
Class B is like when people live in vans. People live in
Okay.
like a Sprinter van.
Sure.
And class B is like that middle ground where it's like a Winnebago. What you think of when you think of like a family camper.
Got it. Interesting. You're going to have the one that extends like John Travolta?
No, I just want a van because I want to be able to park it in a city and not worry about it.
Oh, you don't
I want to
have
be able to park at Target, go to a restaurant.
Right. So it's a van, essentially.
Living in a van. But I would love to get a gorgeous, like a Winnebago style one too. To go on like a trip, lovely trip. Gray water.
How many giant
poop in a car?
How many giant vehicles are you going to have with tubes that put your poopy out of it?
Well, currently I have a huge driveway with nothing in it.
You have a huge what?
Driveway with nothing in it.
Oh.
This is going to be huge for me. And I would appreciate your support.
Oh, you have that motorcade or whatever you call it.
Have I ever said I was going to do something and not done it?
No.
So I would appreciate
Mama,
some
she's got
support.
She's Miss Follow Through.
Miss Follow Through.
I'm Miss Flake City Roller.
My meat.
Yeah. It's like, when I tell you I will do something, baby, you better be sure I won't do it.
Yeah. When I tell you I'll do it, I will mean if someone stand next to me with a gun and forces me to do it.
And 6 months later after they ask me.
After they ask.
Yeah. Okay. So final thoughts. Emilia Perez, we got some explaining to do. My apologies to Carlos Sofia Garcon. I don't know what that is, not her name.
As well as Miss Zoe.
Yeah, listen, I would like to go on record, and please, this is sincere. I don't mean any disrespect to the talents of these actors. I do, however, wish this director a very bad day. And I hope that he does not win any awards.
Right.
That's it. Art is subjective. That's my opinion. I've made shitty art, so bloop.
T.
Yeah, I continue
So we're
to
not
make shitty art.
tastemakers. Who cares?
No, but I am a taste. I got an eye for fashion.
And you're kind of a know-it-all bitch.
I'm a pick-me girl.
I think that Miss DMV could use like reform and defund.
Sweetie, it's a government agency. They're on their own time. I love it. Like at the post office. Oh, I love this. Went to the post office the other day, waiting for about 3 days, 3.5 days. Yeah.
Right.
And then I get to the counter and they're like, shoo, close it right in my face. I was like, work deep or don't work.
That pissed me off.
Cunty. Love that shit.
Well, post office also, like, it's scalable. If you go to a small town post office, the
Oh my
post
God.
office in Provincetown, they're so
Cupcakes.
sweet.
Oh my
They're
God.
friendly.
Crudité.
Like, oh, you have a postcard to send? Can I eat you out? LA.
You have a
LA,
package? Oh my God, let's have sex
LA.
first.
LA's like, oh, well, first we're going to need you to bend over and here's your rape kit and we'll see on the other side of the wall. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna need you to sleep on this cot, chained to it for about a week.
it's awful. It's
Yeah.
really awful.
It's rotten.
But the big city post office experience is worser's.
Yeah.
It's worser's.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
ruder's. It's crazier. But I also think it has to do with people being treated worse in the big cities.
Yeah, of course. And crazy. Listen,
I bet in New York, you just get punched in the mouth at the post office.
you get kicked in the cunt, punched in the mouth, and thrown out the window.
Yeah.
And you're
And they
lucky
don't
if you
stamp
get
your
a stamp.
package.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They just keep it.
They stamp your ass and kick you right out. Can I make a last little confession?
What is it?
I have been known to do a certain thing recently, and I want to tell you what it is. I have been constructing, sewing certain types of negligees, which I wear myself at home.
We'll see you next week.
And I wear them to exercise in. Oh, yeah, baby.
What do they look like?
Sweetie, they're gorgeous.
Are they feminine?
They're extremely
This is why Bob is gorgeous and we're us. This is why Bob is tall and muscular and
Sweetie,
well-dressed.
sweetie,
And
darling.
you and I are looking like a couple truck drivers
I know.
up on Craigslist
Oh, my
talking to
God.
the crossies.
Listen, you can't handle this Crosley workout tee. You can't handle it. It's giving sweetheart cut thong back straps and glamour. Goodbye.
Bye.